Thank you to Sour Sweet Cube 20 for their generous donation on Patreon. If you'd like to join them in their generosity, the link to my Patreon page is in the description. Time to meet number 3. Time to meet number 3? Time to meet number 3. Okay, there we go. Oh God, the Church District. Grand Cathedral. Oh, lordy bagordy, have moisty on my soulie. This looks like the Temple of Time, the fuck? The Grand Cathedral stood coldly against the morning air, the sun's harsh rays reflecting off its bright walls like jagged knives. Most of the inhabitants of the Grand Cathedral had already left the main hall to perform their daily duties, save one. A lone knight stood solid in an empty corner of the hall, her sword and shield drawn ready at her side. Her blade glinted off the morning sun in precise swings. Her stance and posture were as picture perfect as they were rigid and anxious. Good job. I had no idea that she was female. And, good on you for not going with, like, the titty armor, which is totally impractical and not at all accurate. This is proper fucking protective armor here. Artemy Joanna Gautier resumed her daily training as a holy knight of the church, as she had done every day as far as she could remember. Her blade hand paused as cheerful voices echoed from one of the cathedral's side entrances. Oh, who the fuck are you, Moody Magoo? Bishop Katrina glided elegantly into the main hall with half a dozen church youths following closely behind like a flock of ducklings. She carried a commanding presence as she directed the youths to the duties. The floors and the side halls will need a thorough sweeping along the entirety of the east wing staircase, understood? The church youths mumbled but nodded quietly. At the side of the bishop, Artemy hastily sheathed her sword and bowed deeply. Bishop Katrina barely spared her a glance. A few of the church youths suddenly noticed her and stared.
Hello.
Artemy gave the small crowd a shy little wave. Most of the youths sneered and scrunched their noses. Oh, bitch-ass motherfuckers. Several whispered amongst each other with less than kind words. Well, fuck all y'all! Fuck all y'all! What the fuck? Fuck all y'all! Artemy dropped her hand back to her side dejectedly. Aww.
Why is she even here? All that little knight ever does is pretend to swing her sword around the cathedral all day while the rest of us do all the hard work. It's just not even a real knight. Talking about unfair. Bishop Katrina's heels clicked sharply on the cathedral's stone floor as she turned towards them. Whispering is quite rude, children! The whole group bowed their heads apologetically. One of the bolder youths glanced up defiantly. Apologies, Your Excellency. We were just a little curious.
Yes, it appears many of you are ignorant to certain important topics. You all surely know of the Creator's Chosen. Are we getting a prophecy? Oh my God, it's the sword of eternal swordiness. Throughout history, our great Creator has chosen champions worthy of her holy light to protect the church from the evils of this world. It is prophesied that each chosen will play an important role in guarding the world from destruction. Our Artemy is one such chosen. On the night of her birth, they say a beam of celestial light descended from the heavens above and blessed Artemy with the Creator's holy strength. That is why she carries such a powerful celestial magic within her veins. One day, when the Chosen reaches her full potential, she will be able to draw the Creator's holy blade from the pedestal and deliver the world from a terrible fate. Until that time comes, she is to continue training under the guidance of the church. A few of the church youths snickered to themselves as they glanced at Artemy standing awkwardly in a corner of the main hall.
But Your Excellency, how does the Creator choose her champions? Of all people, why was she chosen?
Bishop Katrina either did not notice the disdain in the youth's voice or decided to ignore it. We simple mortals cannot hope to fathom the will and intent of our Creator. We can only have faith that she chose well. Now, enough idle chatter and move along to your duties, all of you. The half-dozen youths nodded politely and scrambled out of the hall. Heavy silence descended upon the cathedral. Bishop Katrina turned towards Artemy's corner of the room. Artemy gulped and straightened her posture.
Good morning, Mother.
Daughter. Artemy felt her mother regard her coldly. She could never tell whether she was pleased or disappointed by something. When it came to herself, it was usually the latter. You were late to your swordsmanship practice this morning, so I heard. Artemy winced and bowed her head.
Yes, but only by a few minutes.
That is no excuse. You are the chosen one. The world has higher expectations of you than that of a mere knight.
My apologies, Your Excellency. I will do better next time. You say that so often, and yet...
Dread crept through Artemy's chest as her mother sighed and rubbed her temples. In any case, I saw that note you left on my door this morning. You wish to speak with me?
Yes, Mother.
Her heart thumped rapidly against her chest. Artemy inhaled and tried desperately to steady her breath. She never felt comfortable while speaking, especially to her mother.
Your Excellency, I have been diligently training within the Grand Cathedral since I was a mere child to prepare for my role as the Creator's chosen. But throughout all these years, I have rarely the opportunity to leave the walls of the cathedral, and not once have I stepped foot outside the church district. I understand that the church feels this is the best for my safety, but with no experience of the outside world, I feel very ill-prepared for my duty. That is why...
Steel your frickin' resolve! Fuck yeah! Artemy nervously saluted and bowed.
Your Excellency, I humbly request for a small task or mission outside of the church district.
No. Bishop Katrina's reply was immediate. Artemy flinched, completely taken aback.
May I ask why?
Artemy gulped as Bishop Katrina stepped close. She circled around her like a predator wearing a cold, harsh glare. Look at you. You know what I see? Flaws. Nothing but flaws. Horrible, cowardly posture for a knight. You can barely even speak without falling apart like a nervous child. Why, mere minutes ago I witnessed you being too intimidated to even strike a conversation with the church youths. Don't even get me started on your training. Bishop Katrina leaned forward until her face was just inches away.
Artemy Joanna Gautier, from what I have seen, you are without a doubt the weakest chosen one throughout all of history.
Words pierced Artemy's chest like cold daggers. The young knight took a deep breath in a futile effort to steady herself.
Do you wish to take on a mission outside the church and become a laughing stock of the entire city? I don't think so.
Stay in the church, continue your training, and do as you are told. Lest you bring more embarrassment to the church and our name and our family name, daughter.
But I must take on missions if I am to gain experience and improve.
You are not even close to ready, and you know it. Why does her mother look so pleased to rip her daughter to shreds? You fucking cunt.
But are you going to continue such an uncough?
Uncough? What the fuck is uncough? Is that uncouth you're intending? Argument here, in public, right in the middle of the main hall. This is exactly why you're not fit to leave the cathedral yet. That's better. We simply want what's best for you, daughter. Oh, is this a bad time? Who is it? Who is it? Oh my god, it's Polar Bear Express. The two of them immediately glanced up to see a large polar bear clad in high-ranking church armor approaching them with a jolly grin. "Oh, salute! Steel your resolve," Artemy immediately saluted. "Knight Commander Grank. Grank. Okay, Grank. What's up, Grank? You having fun, Grank? What is a Grank? Is it related to the Gronk? Oh no. I just made a football reference. Knight Commander Grank, good morning to you, sir." Bishop Katrina simply gave the polar bear a polite nod. Grank laughed jovially and patted Artemy on the shoulder. "It is a fine morning indeed. I hope I am not interrupting anything of importance. Your Excellency, would it be alright if I borrow dear Artemy for a few moments?" "By all means, this was an unproductive conversation to begin with." "Excellent! Come along now, Artemy, we don't have all day." "Yes, sir." He's gonna sneak her out. He's gonna be like, "Alright, go do things. Here, I'll cover for you." Knight Commander Grank casually strolled to the far side of the main hall, watching the bishop until she had left the room and was fully out of earshot. Artemy followed closely behind while fidgeting nervously. Knight Commander, you are a very busy man. It would be irresponsible of me to take too much of your time." Grank laughed and clapped her playfully on the back. "Worry not. I always have a moment to spare for my finest pupil. I overheard the whole wretched conversation. Relax, young'un. Your mother frets way too much. Here's a little something to cheer you up. They were selling these fresh cinnamon chocolate chip cookies from the bakery in the market district. Help yourself." Artemy's stomach rumbled. God damn it, I said it normally again! Stow match! Please don't leave me! Artemy's stow match rumbled as she watched Grank pull out a fresh box that filled the air with a pleasant, sugary scent. She shook her head nervously. "Thank you, Knight Commander, but I must refuse. As the Creator's Chosen, I must resist such worldly indulgences." "Aw, come on, you used to love these." "I am no longer a child, Knight Commander. I must act as a true holy knight should." "Well, I'm the commander of the Holy Knights, and I snack all the time." "Well, that is very different. Knight Commander, you are an adult. You have things all figured out already." Oh, that's more of a laugh from me than anything. I'm 25. I don't know diddly dick. Most people I know are adults, and they don't know a diddly dick. Everyone's just figuring it out as they go. They're making it up as they go along. Nobody fucking knows what they're doing. Grank nearly choked on a chocolate chip. Mother says I must get my act together, or I will be a disappointment and shame to the title of the Creator's Chosen. Grank hummed cheerfully and tossed the box of cookies into Artemy's face. His deep laughter echoed through the main hall as Artemy scrambled to catch it before any pastries scattered onto the floor. "Well, as Knight Commander of the Church, I outrank your all-powerful mother, and I command you to loosen up and have a little fun, all right? It's difficult when the eyes of the world are watching your every move, but remember to be kind to yourself." I suppose. Artemy popped a small cinnamon cookie into her mouth. She likes it. The rich, sweet flavors flooded her senses. A small smile spread across her face. She rarely had the opportunity to enjoy such treats within the confines of the cathedral. There's that smile. It's good to see my favorite pupil happy for once. Thank you, Knight Commander. Oh no, don't bow at me. Relax. I'm just expressing gratitude for your kindness. You are a very busy man with an endless number of tasks. You really shouldn't be wasting your limited time on me. There's no such thing. Speaking of my many tasks, I happened to overhear your conversation with Bishop Katrina earlier, and I believe I possess the solution to your woes. This is the second time he said he overheard the conversation, but the only time it really led to anything. Grank fumbled through his bag and pulled out a handsome leather box. I, Grank Stormborn, my god, Knight Commander of the Holy Church, have a mission for you.
Really?
The cookie box clattered to the floor as Artemy hastily gave a formal salute. A half-eaten chunk fell from her mouth and streaked a line of melted chocolate across her armor. Oh no. Steel your resolve!
I gladly accept. But what about Mother? I mean, Her Excellency's orders.
Like I said before, I completely outrank her. I also completely agree with you. As the Creator's chosen, you'll need some experience with the world outside the church district if you're going to be a worthy protector. So let's start off with a simple yet very important mission, shall we? Grank slowly opened the leather box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh my god, that is evil. Evil! Artemy gasped. Inside was an elegant black obsidian crown, its surface shimmering like the night sky. Encrusted upon its facade were 4 gleaming red rubies, their finely polished surfaces gleaming like freshly spilt blood. This was surely no ordinary piece of jewelry. Your task is to deliver this package to the prince at the royal palace. Apparently, His Highness ordered this black crown to be specially made for his collections and whatnot. This should be a fairly simple task, but it'll be your first time stepping outside of the church district. Why not use this chance to get familiar with the city that you're supposed to be protecting? Go out and explore a bit. There's no rush. There's lots of great snack foods in the southern part of the market district.
I am honored. Fuck! I am honored to be tasked with such an important mission. Thank you so much, Knight Commander. She gingerly held the small leather box and frowned. Excuse my ignorance, but why are we not addressing the prince as His Majesty?
Ah, yes. The young prince is technically the ruler and true king of Axia ever since our late king and queen passed away several weeks ago. Creator bless their souls. His Highness has decided to spend a year studying under the royal advisors and thoroughly learn his duties before attending a true coronation ceremony. The poor boy is still grieving over his parents' recent deaths. To think the kingdom expects him to take their place so readily. Grank shook his head. In any case, make sure this package gets to the royal palace by the end of the day. Are you ready? Artemy nodded furiously. I can't do that. My neck is fucked. Steel your resolve!
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for this honor, King Commander.
Excitement bubbled up in Artemy's chest as she clutched that handsome leather box. Oh god, I hope she doesn't get pickpocketed. She's not ready for that. People are gonna steal from her. This was the perfect chance to explore the world she was destined to protect. As unfamiliar with the outside world as she was, this was just a simple delivery. What could possibly go wrong? In the immortal words of Bubsy the cat, what could possibly go wrong? Oh, look at this! Oh, look at this! Oh, she doesn't know where the fuck she's going. Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! Come on, man. Don't make them wait. Do I have to stop this? There we go. Okay, yeah, she found it. Look at them! That's awesome! Alright, well, there they are at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, I can't wait to see them all meet up. Oh, yay! The Adventuring Guild lobby was bustling with activity as Cole weaved between the crowd and made his way to the bulletin board. I don't know what the fuck Shiroko was talking about, saying that this was a short fucking update. What the fuck, man? I've been recording for over an hour, almost an hour and a half now. Are you kidding me? Why did everyone here have to be so goddamn tall? He could barely see the job postings from all the way down here. The crowd was packed like a school of sardines. Cole had to forcibly squeeze his way to the front. He was pretty sure someone smacked his ass on the way over. Not that he was complaining. Cole squinted at the bulletin board. Complete an Adventuring Guild job and bring home some booty. Right. Easier said than done, Papa. Most of these jobs asked for an adventuring party of 2 or more people. He supposed he could drag one of his Papa's men from the Bone Breakers to help him out. But he couldn't cast any magic with them around, or they'd surely tattle to Papa. Cole could perhaps avoid casting magic on the job, but then he'd be fairly useless, and the men would tell Papa he was a lazy freeloader. What a pain. Cole squeezed his way back out of the crowd. A few lecherous men cupped his ass. Okay, I get it with the ass. On his way out as well, their hands caressing under the thin cloth holding his small loincloth together. Cole grinned and reveled in the attention. I mean, he likes it, but it's still sexual harassment. All the men in the Bone Breakers were fairly open with their wants and desires, and Cole was no different. Had he not been busy worrying about his task for the day, he might have even given a few of the adventuring men in the guild a little more attention. Cole smacked his own face and shook his head furiously. Now's not the time to get horny! Focus! I can't go home tonight empty-handed and disappoint Papa. What should I do? His ears suddenly perked up at the sound of bemused mumbles. The receptionist at the counter groaned as she stared toward the Adventurers Guild entrance. Why the long face, pal?
Oh, hello again, Cole.
Hope you're not offering services to adventurers under the table again.
I refuse to clean up another one of your messes.
Ah, that was one time on I'm on my best behavior today. Anyway, what's up? The receptionist sighed.
It's nothing, really. Just that suspicious fella is lurking at our front door again. He's usually outside ogling our adventurers as they come in, but today he's actually inside talking to people. Doesn't look like he's having much luck, though. The Adventuring Guild doesn't have time to deal with fanboys.
Who are you talking about?
That tall badger by the entrance. See him? The one who looks like he's having a breakdown.
You don't say. That fucking expression! That look on his fucking face! Oh, there he is. That tall badger was indeed lurking by the guild entrance, watching all the adventurers strolling by with wild admiration. He was buzzing with nervous energy and begging for the ear of anyone who strolled past. Too bad he could barely string together a coherent sentence through his anxious stammering. Cole strained to hear what he was blabbering as he approached.
Hello? Is anyone here looking for a new party member? I might not have much experience, but I'm a pretty tough dude. Nobody? I promise I'll work hard. Anybody?
The tall badger's shoulders slumped as his pleads continued to be ignored. Oh, here we go. The meeting of the minds, these two. Wow. That's got to be the saddest display I've ever seen.
Huh?
Dude, if you're going to try to sell yourself to an adventuring party, at least put a little backbone into it. Stop stammering, stand up straight, puff out that big chest of yours, and talk like you own the place. Nobody's going to hire a second-guessing greenhorn unless they're planning on paying you with exposure.
Oh, right.
The badger scrambled to straighten his posture self-consciously. Cole quietly whistled. Now that he could see him up close, this badger did have a very nice chest. Not bad looking at all.
Sorry, I'm kind of new around here, so it's a little nerve-wracking. I just really need to join somebody's adventuring party, or else I'm going to be stuck doing commoner apprenticeships and rot away at a scribe's office for the rest of my life.
Cole squinted and scratched his chin thoughtfully. What's your name, kid?
Kid. The name's Sid Shrikewood. Nice to meet ya.
The guy looked like a real simpleton. A little desperate, with more enthusiasm than sense, not to mention very inexperienced and probably very easy to push around, Cole thought to himself with a sneer. A small plan started forming in his head. Well, kid, my name's Cole Bonebreaker. The Badger's jaws dropped. Bonebreaker? As in Marrow Bonebreaker? The strongest mercenary captain in all of Axia? Yep, that's my papa. Oh. Sid peered down at him doubtfully. I thought you'd be a little taller. Excuse you! It's not very smart to be rude to someone who's about to offer you a deal.
Huh? What sort of deal?
Cole crossed his arms with a grin. You wanted to join an adventuring party, huh? Why don't you form one with me?
Wait, really?
An inexperienced greenhorn like you would be pretty useless on the market. I could refer you to my papa's mercenary company. We'll set you up with some combat training and equipment. Probably don't even have a weapon right now, do you? Sid was practically vibrating with excitement.
You'd really do that for me? Working for Marrow Bonebreaker of all people? This is like a dream come true!
Cole pressed a finger to his lip to hush him. He leaned close to the Badger, his face twisting into a sly smirk. And in return for my great generosity, you're gonna work directly for me. All of your work, payment, and jobs are going to go through me before going to anybody else in the Adventuring Guild or Bonebreaker Mercenary Company. Understood? Badger nodded furiously with a grin, obviously too excited to even think through the details. This is going to be easier than he thought. God damn it, the liar is taking advantage of the commoner. You fucking freak.
Whatever you say, you're the boss. I'm happy to do any kind of adventuring work you've got.
Oh shit! Steal your resolve!
Anything you need to get done, Sid Shrikewood's got your back, boss.
Cole chuckled. Good. Good. Cole leaned forward and beckoned Sid to come closer with a waggle of a finger. He pulled the tall Badger down to his face level, the two of them so close that their noses almost touched. Sid nulped nervously, apparently.
Yeah? What's up, boss?
Listen here, Sid Shrikewood. While you're working with me, there's going to be a few hard rules put in place. The first of which is this. I can cast magic. If you ever mention a word of this to my papa or anyone in the Bonebreaker Mercenary Company, I will snuff out any chance of you being a half-decent adventurer like the world's most pathetic candle. Follow my directions, and I can guarantee your future as an adventurer will be filled with success and glory. Sound like a fair deal? I mean, it immediately sets you up as a dude with a secret, but like, who? You just fucking lined yourself. If Sid was at all a smart dude, he'd be like, oh, well, that's blackmail material. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, you can come up with a better lie than that. Despite the sheer size difference between the two, Sid visibly shuddered as he nodded slowly. I just thought of the fact that Artemy is probably going to have to be in the Tavern Guild building, and they're going to be like, oh my god, the indecency! Oh, that's so great.
Of course. Sounds simple enough. You're the boss.
Glad we're in agreement. Cole was practically grinning ear to ear as he led the nervous Badger toward the Adventurer Guild's reception desk. This might actually work out better than I thought, Cole mused cheerfully. Oh boy. To be continued. Okay. Well, that was one hell of a fucking beginning, dude. You set up all three of the main characters. You set up two of their dynamics, and I can only imagine what the fuck Artemy is going to be like when they get all together, but they seem to get along fine. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm happy. There's like a fantasy renaissance of sorts. You've got the people who've been doing fantasy for a while, your Regal Tales, King's Guard, Winds of Change, all of that. And then you got the big hitters from the other genres coming over, with Yoshirokoi and Dynewell coming over. And I know that I believe Basket said that when he makes a new game, it's not going to be Tennis Ace 2. It's going to be something completely different. Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited for more fantasy shit. I love slice of life. It's a totally valid and interesting genre, and actually, the genre I'm going to be starting out with when I'm spoilers. I'm starting pre-production on a visual novel myself that is slice of life based, but. Don't worry about that. That is way, way off in the future. The point is, I'm really excited to see people stretch their wings, to spread their wings in a new genre. People I know and respect the writing style and ability of. Oh my fuck, I'm excited for this. So, yeah, obviously there's a lot in the works here. Some of the drawings aren't complete. Some of the writing. There was like a single spelling mistake or something. Maybe there's one or two, but overall, this was really nice. Yeah, the background art, whatever. Shirokoi's never been one to put too much emphasis on the background art. His focus is mostly on the character sprites and the CGs. Because even in Repeat, the background arts are basically just pictures. But still, man. I like it. I like the look of it. I like the sound of it. I like the feel of it. It's interesting. It's new. I like it, man. I like it a lot. So, I'm definitely going to be adding this to the fucking list of stuff that I play every time it gets updated. And noting Shirokoi, he's basically a one-man band here, so whenever shit gets updated is whenever the fuck it gets updated. Don't fucking pressure him, dude. But no, I love this. I love it a lot, and I can't wait to see more. Oh my god, what the hell was that? I can't wait to see more from this game. And mind you, this isn't Repeat ending, by the way. Repeat's still going, but good creative refresher. You know, if you work on one thing for years, shit gets stifling. Trust me, I know. But anyway, that's it for Temptations Ballad. Still not sure about that name, but whatever. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, whenever that should be, I have been the Trained Unprofessional, and you are not. Bye, everyone!